Hey, what's guys? Power to Her here, and so I'm coming in with another discussion video for horses. So for today's discussion is going to be talking about the ajani Planeswalkers. Now I'm sure you're probably thinking like, how does that help horses? Well, it's actually some of their effects that are actually pretty good for horses. So I'm going to go through the different Johnnies and tell you which ones are actually good for horses and which ones that you can probably still try but may not be as useful. So first one I have here is the Johnny Mentor Heroes. Now I ordered the expensive one from the Secret Lair set. So because I really just love the artwork on it over the original, but basically there's another way that you can actually get all the Johnnies to um, the A or where the loyalty the ult is. But that's like a $50 card. I think it was like I can't remember quite what the name of it was, but it's one that's like doubling season where you double the amount of tokens that you make. But this was double the amount of tokens. Also, it can double the loyalty counters. But like I said, I forget what that's actually called. But yeah. So first card is Ajani Mentor Heroes. Now, for anybody that doesn't know Mentor Heroes, its ult is that you gain 100 life. So yeah, that's automatically busted for horses um, because horses would basically just have 100 life, and with the other cards that you play that also gain life, then you just have a high amount of life that you can pretty much just keep up with quite a bit at a time. So yeah, and then with that card that I was talking about before, people have been able to do it twice, so they basically gain like 200 life roughly. So yeah, that's pretty disgusting. So next one is a Johnny Vengeance. Johnny Vengeance. I ordered the promo version of it. That hasn't came in yet, but I have the card on my iPad, which I will show you guys what it does. So the -2 is a Johnny Vengeance deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and then you gain 3 life. So I mean, yeah, it's a -2, but it's really good for what it does. So yeah, and then a Johnny Goldmane, which I ordered the Lorraine version of it, the not the core set version, but like the original set that came in. The shows 1993 version, so or maybe that's when the game was made. But yeah, the older set one before the core sets is basically the one I had ordered. And then its +1 says you gain 2 life, which is automatically amazing. Because you can do that every turn, gain 2 life, and then, have access to that. So that's really, really quite good. And then, let me see what other ones are good for the deck. Inspired Leader is actually pretty good too. Yeah, it's a 6 cost, but you gain 2 life, and then you put 2 +1/+1 counters up to 1 target creature. So that's not actually not bad because the +1/+1 counters are actually permanent. So yeah, so that's actually not bad. I mean, yeah, it's a 6 cost because it's from a Planeswalker deck, but I mean it's not bad for that. So a Johnny Strength to Pride is actually pretty good too. So its +1 is you gain life equal to the number of creatures you, you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. So that can also be pretty good too, because you want to drop a bunch of horses onto a field, and so that'd be pretty good for what that is. So that's also another really good one. And then Ajani the Wise Counsel is also really quite good. So it's +2 is that you gain 1 life for each creature you control. So again, that's also really quite good. I mean, yeah, it's a 5 cost, but it's for what it does is like, yeah, that's pretty good. I forgot to look at one more card, so it's the rare from War of the Spark. I I remember that one gaining a life, but I forget. Yeah, so its continuous effect is creatures you control have vigilance, which is amazing, and then its +1 is that you gain 3 life, and it's basically a four cost. So that's really quite good. But yeah, I remember that one, but I was like I forgot the upper effect. So and I think that's pretty much it for the Johnnies. Yeah. So there's actually quite a bit that can actually help horses out. The Johnny Vengeance, the the older ones, it's red and white. So you can also make something with that as well. But most of the other ones are white or white green. So which is pretty good on its own. So. But yeah, just wanted to do that little discussion for you guys on which of Johnny's I thought were useful for horses. And yeah, you could probably run all of them, or at least a good portion of them, just because they do some do add +1/+1 counters on it, or make tokens of like cats or something like that. So they do or they could actually come in handy for that reason alone too, especially the a Johnny Call of the Bride. If you combine that with Mentor Heroes, ugh, that'd be nasty. Gain her life and then make 100 cat tokens. Ugh, yeah, that would just be nasty. So, um, but yeah, just a little discussion I wanted to do for you guys. So, thank you guys for listening, and yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Alright, I guess.